Hey there, Konstantin's here. In this video series, I'm working on my progressive web application built with Solid.js, Firebase services and Tailwind CSS. For today, I prepared a list of tasks. First of all, I'd like to suppress the auth emulator warning, which actually annoys me in development. I'd like to move this small info icon with the info box to the top right hand corner, and then I'm gonna improve PWA config a little bit. It has some issues, some room for improvement, and I'd like to display a refresh pop-up for cases when a new application version is available and a user need to approve the installation of the new version of the service worker in particular. So yeah, we have a lot to do for today, so let's start from simple stuff. First of all, let me run the application. First of all, emulators, because we will need to test the emulator warning. Yeah, it takes some time normally to run stuff. Let me open the code which is responsible for some configuration of development environment of the emulator suite. Firebase auth init, and here we have a condition. If emulation is set through an environment variable, then we run the application in the emulator mode, which allows it to communicate with a local emulator suite. This connect auth emulator has a third parameter with a list of options. First, let me show you how it looks now in development. You see at the bottom there is a emulator bar, a warning, and also there is a warning in the developer console. So I want to remove them all. I don't need them. I know that I run the application in the emulation mode locally. So I'm going to add an object with the disable warnings option equal to true. Okay. Now I can reload the page. I need to update this service worker stuff. Yeah, and for some reason we have service worker run locally. Let me check the... Yeah, it should be good, should work fine. It's probably some cache. Let me just remove some Firebase cache and also application cache here. Yeah, and now you can see that the application is run in emulation mode, the list of emulated services. There is no bar at the bottom anymore, and there is no console message. So it's actually much better to develop the application, to work with styling. Yeah, it annoyed me very much. So next, I'd like to move the info button to the top right hand corner, this info button. So for that, I will just copy this info box and with a condition and move it to one level to the parent component, app component here. Yeah, probably here, somewhere here. It can be a condition here. Just a second. I'm gonna import all the necessary stuff. So we have user here, and yeah, and I'm gonna import info box as well. Let me save the file and see if it's added. Yeah, it needs some time to rebuild the application. Yeah, takes some time. Yeah, good. Should be good now. Yeah, you see this info box moved to this place. Okay, now I'm going to wrap it into new div element, or let me see, actually maybe I can actually assign classes to this top level component class. Let me check if it's possible. No, it's not possible here, but I can actually, so let me check if maybe trigger can be moved. Yeah, trigger has a class property, so I can set position, actually not position, absolute top 0, right 0. Should not be 0, but let's start from it. Yeah, you see it's now in the top right hand corner. Now let me check the Tailwind documentation and find the top right parameters. Yeah, I probably need something like, let me start from 1. I need some padding. It can be true padding, but yeah, let's see. Yeah, now we can add some padding to it. Just p3. Yeah, we have this here. Is p3 enough? Let's check on mobiles. Yeah, p3 should be enough. And now I'd like to update the message here. I'd like to add some more information about the application to the description of the popover. So I will wrap it to p element paragraph. So, and the message will be sign in with Google and subscribe to receive a push notification the day before full on Monday. Okay, let me check how it looks now. Sign in with Google. Yeah, with Google using the button below at the bottom. I want to give more instructions to user. because it's not always clear what to do and why the bottom button exists. Sign in with Google using the button at the bottom and subscribe to receive a push notification the day before full and new moon day. It is good. What else I can do here? I can actually add some information about the offer. I can add some information about the fact that the application in development. So to warn user if any bug occurs, they would be prepared. Okay. The application is under development. Let me rephrase it. Even though the application is quite stable, it's under development, so this styles, so some functions and can change with time. Okay, it's just a disclaimer. Yeah, I need to add some padding here. Class padding bottom 2. Yeah, should be okay. No, it doesn't work for some reason. Let me reload one more time. Okay, padding button 4. What about 4? Will it work better? Yeah, it works better. Yeah, I will add some more information later on. Probably I need to move this important information to the top, and this secondary information can remain at the bottom. Font bold. Let's make the most important information bold. Okay, this padding bottom should go to the first element, first paragraph element. Yeah. Okay, and what if the change the color? Text secondary. Secondary. Okay. Oh, it's too light. Okay, let's keep it the default color, tertiary, for the entire segment. Good. I will add some more information later on. For now, we are okay. On mobiles, I can test as well. Everything is good. Perfect. We can continue with my plan. I want to improve PWA config first, and then switch to implementing a refresh pop-up. I can close info box and action panel as well. So now I can open vidconfig, and vidconfig has some wrong settings. Dev options is for development only. So if enabled is set to true, then it means that we generate service worker for development, right? I don't use this actually, so I always set to true in development here. But I have a parent option, which is disable, which actually disables the generating service worker and registering service worker for the entire application, regardless of the environment. So I can actually either use the same condition. I can actually extract it from this const PWA is PWA disabled, and this condition should be valid for the entire module. So I can use it here, and I can also use it here. So when I set the environment variable PWA disable, it means that I want the service worker to be included. Doesn't matter what's the environment. I don't want to separate by environments here. So what else can we improve here? I will remind you that we have a custom service worker which actually caches all the assets of the application. All the files which are here, assets, and also images, and also some Firebase messaging service worker, manifest file, etc. So what if we remove this service worker completely and rely on the one which Workbox provides out of the box? For that, you see, this inject manifest strategy assumes that we inject our own service worker, and we have to mention source directory and file name for the service worker to be able to inject it, right? And now the register type is auto update. When we implement a window with a warning that a new application version is available, please accept the update, we don't need this option because the default one is prompt, and the window which I just mentioned is called prompt. So the confirmation prompt that the user ready to install a new version of the application. Why they need this prompt? Because when user reads something or uses something inside the application, they want the application to work predictably, and the focus and the scroll would be preserved. But if the auto-update the application, if the auto-update the service worker, to be precise, the page will be reloaded, and it's not a very good user experience. Just imagine you are reading something and the application automatically reloads. It's not ideal, I think. So we don't need this auto update. We will set it to prompt, and we will rely on the service worker which is automatically provided by the Workbox library. For that, I'm going to comment out these lines. And what else should I comment out? I think, yeah, the rest should remain the same. I think, yeah, let us check. To test that locally, I need to actually enable PWA for development. And for development, it's going to be false here. Okay. Now we need to restart the build process to update the application with the new settings. It complains about redundant in import. I will just save the file, remove the import, and run again. When we are ready to remove these lines, we will remove them. Because Git has everything, we can roll back anytime based on the log messages and based on the commit hash, etc. So you see that the service worker is generated, and also Workbox library is kind of bundled. So we can test the application now. And it should have a service worker installed. Yes, it is. So all good. Now I'm gonna change something for the application. Let's use app component just to be safe and not leave anything anywhere. So I save the file. And now, what would happen when I reload the page? A new service worker should be available, a new version of service worker. But there is no button to actually skip waiting and install the new version of the application, the new version of the assets. So I have to kind of click skip waiting manually here for now. Yeah, and now after reloading the page, the message appears. So let me continue by introducing a new, what I call hook. I think hooks come from React, and hooks are actually a piece of code which encapsulates some domain, some logic, and then it can be reused throughout the application for many components. So it's like reusable piece of code which actually does something, right? So let me create a folder hooks. Create a new file called usesw.tsx, and here it's gonna be a new component. Const use sv new component, and I'm gonna export default use as W. Okay, so this component will return just empty fragment, because we are not interested in its output. It can be actually null. Let me try to use null here. Not sure if Solid.js supports that, but I guess React should support that. Okay, and what I'm going to do here, I'm going to first find a documentation page for manual creating a prompt for with PWA plugin implement pop-up. You see, I already used this query before while I was preparing for the video. So here we have some information on how to use default behavior. I will implement my own pop-up based on the solid toast message. So solid toast message system. I will just display a toast message with a prompt with some text which explains something like this, basically, with two buttons, either close or apply, So let me take a look at the documentation. Just scroll for some manual approach here, and yeah, we have a hook. They have a hook already for this kind of stuff. Inject manifest, I don't need it. Okay, let me, yeah, PWA. And actually, one more thing, I want my service worker to be updated every 1 hour, meaning I need some logic, some timer, which would check whether a new version of the application available or not, and if it's available, it would display the message, the prompt, asking user whether they want to install the app or not, install the new version or not. So let me use this stuff from here. I'm actually looking for the hook, whether they have search. Just a second, I'm gonna open one more tab just to search for the user register SV hook. Okay, they have a section for Solid.js. Okay, let's find it. Frameworks, Solid.js. Okay, they have all these compiler options already added through typing file. So you see the hook user register SW, and they actually need this hook. What I can do, I can actually copy stuff from here. Okay, for now it can be without automatic update, just for some time. Okay, so we have onRegister handler here, and onRegister handler actually, as far as I know, is deprecated, meaning we need to use an alternative version, an updated version, onRegistered SW. So yeah, and the first param, we don't need it. The first param will be service worker script URL. We only need registration to be able to run the update. Okay, so the first param can be ignored. I will just use underscore without any typing to actually just ignore it, to skip it. So we have update service worker function here, which if it's called, it will actually trigger the page update, and it has a parameter reload page. So we should pass the true to this function call to reload the page, and we do need to reload the page. So what else we have here? We have offline ready for displaying a message to the user that the application is ready to work offline. I don't need this stuff for now, so I will just comment out it, but I still need refresh functionality here. Need refresh is like a signal. It has a boolean signal and a setter. So, and you see a function here, close prompt. Let's call it close prompt, which can be called when user presses close, when user don't want to. Okay, where is it? I will show it to you right now. Just a second. Guide getting started. This prompt message has two buttons. First, will trigger update of the service worker and reload the page, and second, will actually close the pop-up and won't remind user about the update until user comes back to the site again. So while user is inside the application, they won't display this message to them anymore. It probably means that user is busy of reading something or doing some stuff, I don't know, whatever it can be. So we need this close prompt function to set the need refresh to false, meaning not display this message anymore. It's not all we need. We also need some create effect hook here provided by Solid.js, and it's actually for it will actually track the need refresh signal value. If need refresh, then we need to display toast message. Toast. Let me just create a generic toast. Date is available, to keep it simple for now. So I can use this hook inside my app component. So here I don't need even const, I can just use SW and it should work theoretically. Let's see. Oh, it complains about something. So what happens? Oh, okay, we need to import Solid.js, create effect from Solid.js, not from some particular file. So we can reload the app and see. Yeah, you see the new service worker is available, which is good. We install it. Now we actually, if they change something, let's change something. I can remove this it's already removed. I can reload the page. Yeah, let me maybe add some text again and see if it works. I still need to come to the application manually. We don't have any timer to check for updates, so I need to reload the page. Yeah, you see update is available toast message, and this toast message will have 2 buttons later. Let me continue working on the toast message. So the toast message won't be simple. It won't be just string. It will be render method with some options. And options, I want this toast message actually remain always on the screen until user clicks close or until user clicks apply the update. So okay, should it be toast here? Yes. And it should actually return some div with a text. Okay, some text here. I wanna make it permanent, so I want to set duration, which is responsible for how many milliseconds the toast message will remain on the screen. So I want it be infinite. So I set it to infinity, and I can actually try to reload the app again. Install the dependency, and not the dependency. Install the service worker, the new version, and change the message to BBB. Okay. reload the page again. Let's wait for some time. It's not yet probably built. Need to reload the page again. Nothing happens. Why? Okay, test. You see test message, which is good. So let's wait for a few seconds. Normally it remains for, I don't know, 1 second, max 5 seconds or something. I don't know the default value for duration, but yeah, it should be very quick, like a message. Now we will use it as a permanent prompt. So you see that it remains on the screen. If I click somewhere, it doesn't work. If I click escape, it doesn't work, which is good. I can actually make it work with escape, but I cannot. I mean, I can actually, but I need to implement onClose handler and call this close prompt for that. So let's do step by step, okay? So now we need to implement the prompt itself. The prompt will be a div with some text part, okay? An application update is available. Click apply, click reload. Okay, normally they use term reload, so let's rely on the reload because other sites use term reload. So reload would mean installing a new version and also reloading the page. Okay, so click reload to install version and update and reload the page. Okay, we can, no, to be honest, I like install more, so let's start from install. Yeah, I don't have a lot of decisions about the application. I'm actually developing it on the fly, so yeah, coming up with messages, div ideas here on the fly. So, and now we need 2 buttons here. I'm gonna wrap them in a div. First button will be install, and second button will be close. It's gonna be the container is gonna be flex row. What else? Justify content center, items left, something like items and start. Yeah, let's see if it works. I need to skip waiting, reload the page, and is it updated? Okay, let's update something else here. Rebuild the app again. And see. Yeah, you see the message and the buttons. Buttons are not sexy yet, but it will improve soon. Okay, let's continue working on the toast. We can actually extract this toast to a separate file, but yeah, let's start from something. Items should be center, and justify should be start. to just move buttons to the left. And we need gap between buttons, probably 3. Okay, we need some button styles here. What are button styles? Okay, we need border, definitely. Border secondary, not border tertiary, dark blue, tertiary, okay. And border radius, rounded small probably. So what's the background? Background is gonna be some shade of gray, okay. Gray 300. Let's see how it looks. And this doesn't work, we just keep waiting. Yes, keep waiting again. We have a lot of service workers installed here. Yeah, now I can update something again. Reload the page. Yes, you see the gray color. I don't yet like it, but let's see, we will improve it. I don't have a preference for the color for the button, but yeah, let me work on it a little bit more. I need some padding. Padding Y is 1, padding X is all these more 2. What else? The color of the button can be also lighter a little bit, and the border can be a shade of gray as well, just to make it. I will improve it later, no problem at all. Can do styling all the time. Okay, and now I can actually use button 3. Reload the page. Yeah, you see the button looks much better. I just need some hover state for it, and I also need some container margin top is gonna be 3, and I need some hover state, not border, BG gray 300, and focus also BG gray 300. Okay, 2 states. Now can skip waiting here. Reload the page, skip waiting again. Okay, and save the change. We are getting closer. Yeah, looks much nicer. Install and close, because it's a secondary action, it can be just with border, right? So I'm going to give this button a border, rounded border gray, but not the background. What else I'd like to do? Now I need to add some handlers to these buttons. So const handle close. Handle close is gonna be, I can actually use now I can actually call here close prompt. Okay, something like this. We will need close prompt for the second handler. Install handle install and here close prompt, of course. And also we need to call this function here, and the parameter, which means reloading the page, will be true. And now I can assign these handlers to the button, and actually I can pass the mouse event here and actually prevent default, not to trigger any I don't know, default closing the toast message, etc. We don't know what's gonna happen, so we always prevent default. So here on click I'm going to handle install, and on click for this second button it's gonna be handle close. Okay, and now we can actually skip waiting here, reload the page, skip waiting again, and make an update to the app component. It doesn't matter where would you update the code, you just need to trigger rebuild. Yeah, you see the close message needs some padding. I will just copy it, yeah, and install can be clicked here, which is good. I will improve styling later on. For now it's okay. Yeah, I think so. I think it's fine. So now I can actually install the update. You see, it's installed here and the page is reloaded and the change appears here. What happens if they click close? Yeah, if you click close, it will just close. Doesn't work for some reason. Hey, why doesn't you? Ah, okay, of course. We need to also dismiss the message, the toast message. Here it's not only close, the prompt through set need refresh, it should be also something else. Let me handle close here. I'm gonna use this approach to pass the toast to it because I will need it. Handle close will actually, okay, what? Okay, I'll do different. I try to do it in a JavaScript way by binding the toast as a this. So the toast should be accessible through this now. So this should be okay. Close prompt this. Yeah, and we need the toast here, toast, and toast object has a method called how to call it, dismiss toast. Let me check in the documentation. Toast solid toast dismiss manually, something like this. Toast dismiss. Okay, let me search here. Yeah, you see the toast dismiss. So okay, I don't need to use, I only need toast ID to be passed to toast dismiss. Okay, I can even copy it. Good. Should be good now. Okay. Toast dismiss and handle install should also accept, should also be bind. It's not a syntax parameter of type toast as toast. Okay. Now, okay. Yeah, it's a hard hack, but yeah, I have to do it. Let me check if it works. I will be able to refactor it later. Just need to pass the toast message, the toast components, the toast objects somehow. So let me reload the app, install, reload the app, and probably do some other update. Okay. If I close, no, it doesn't work because I need to install it again, and this one is gonna work, I think. No, cannot read properties of undefined. Okay, if I bind, will it be first param or the second? It should be some here, toast somewhere here. I will just try to quickly investigate if how bind works. I'm not the best developer in the world, so I don't remember how bind works. Theoretically, it should bind this, but yeah, let's see. Install. I cannot install it. Can just skip waiting. Yay, we have some laptop battery issues, but yeah. Okay, let me update the message. Again, and check. If I close, will it work? No, still cannot read the stuff. Dismiss. No. Okay, that's fine. Oh, one more service worker is available, of course. How many of them? I will fix this also a bit later. I just need to make the close work properly. So, because there are a few toast messages possible to display at the same time. Every toast message has a unique ID. So when we close it, we pass the unique ID. No, it doesn't work. Good. Okay, when they will do another way, the dummy stupid way. Okay, I will just mouse event. Okay, and I will just pass 2 parameters to the handlers. Okay, first will be event and second will be toast. Okay, it always work. Same here, and yes, same here. Event and toast. Okay, remove unnecessary bracket, and yes, should work better. Let me skip waiting here, reload the page, skip waiting again. I can actually use update on reload, but yeah, now when I'm working with service worker, I should be careful with that. Okay, either rather do it this way, the usual way. Do some changes, then reload the page. Yeah, and now I can try close. Yes, it's closed, but it's not installed. In the application session, I won't see the same message again, but when I reload the page, I will see it again. So until I install it. Yeah, the app is installed. BB10, all good. It actually works as expected. One thing I want to change is to add some padding to the button, not to forget. What's the, yeah, should be fine. So what I have here, I have a way to actually make this application check for updates once an hour, for instance. How can I do it? I can actually use this condition here. Let me use this constant and put it somewhere at the top. And this constant in milliseconds will actually run the update, the update check every 1 hour. So every hour, basically. So this condition will set the interval inside the handler here. Okay. And I can actually remove this stuff. Okay, let's keep it. I don't mind actually. For some time, for testing at least, it's okay to have it. What I have here, yeah, if registration object is not null or undefined, we set interval for 1 hour. What if I want to update every second? To test that, if it works. I need to reload the page and see if a new version is available. Install it. Yeah, it's probably one more service worker available. Let's see. If not, we can actually create one more app version by changing stuff. Reload the page. Yeah, now the close button with padding, which is good, and we can actually install the update or ignore it. If I ignore it, I shouldn't see the message anymore. I can sign in, I can do some tasks inside the application, generate new user, sign in, then subscribe, then I can actually read some helpful text here. So no new changes installed, because new change should be 11, BB11. So next time when I come to the application, I see the prompt again, and I can actually install the update. Install will trigger page reload, and the content is updated. So what if I make an update again? Yeah, you see, I don't need to reload the page. I install the update, it reloads the page, and I can change the app version to BB 13. Let's see. Yeah, you see the update is available, and the update is checked automatically. Even on mobiles we display this message, so we can either close, and when we come next time we still inform user about a new update. We install it, and BB13 is up and running. So yes, excellent. This is exactly what we wanted to achieve, and it works as expected. The only thing I need to change here is to change for 1 hour, because yeah, it's too often to try to update every second. So once an hour. Okay, once an hour. Here, what can they change here? Yeah, I think all good. Yeah, for now it's perfectly fine. Later we can improve it even further. We can, for instance, I don't know, give some hover state for the button. Yeah, it's easy. Let's do it right now. The grayish behavior. Let's see. Since I need to install the update, and then I need to do it manually because I changed the duration of the version check, the update check, to 1 hour. Yeah, now when I hover over close, it becomes dark gray. Good. I don't like it much. I think it can be a bit lighter because it's a secondary action. What if we set it to just 200? Okay. Install. Yeah. Install. And probably, yeah, one more time. Yeah, now it's a little bit better. The close button is a little bit better. Let's keep it this way for now, maybe. And actually I want to round the corners a little bit more, not small, but just medium. Install. Yeah, install. Yeah, now the corners are rounded, but I wonder why does it use 1 second again? Just I need to check if it actually works fine. So log interval. Okay, need to check that. Not sure if it works properly, because it needs to check once an hour. Yeah, let me install. Yeah, I reloaded the page myself, so that's fine. It's obviously more than 1 second, because otherwise, let me change something here to confirm. For instance, 15. So we need to see interval here, and we need to see a new service worker available here if the timer would use 1 second interval. Now it's good. We can install or close, then reload the page again, install. All is fine. Yeah, I can actually remove this version the string I used to update the app. Update it again. Install the update. Cool. We don't see any redundant messages here. All good, all fine. I'm very happy about the results. So let me come back to my plan. What I did actually, I suppressed the auth emulator warning, which annoyed me very much, as I mentioned many times, and I plan to suppress it many times in my many videos. Anyways, I moved info button to the top right hand corner and also updated the text, added some more text, some more instructions for the user. I can even improve it later. So I also improved the PWA config, simplified it a little bit, and I can actually remove unnecessary stuff now because everything is working fine here and here. Good. So, and I also implemented a refresh pop-up, which actually allows user to choose whether they want to install the new available version of the application right now and reload the page, or postpone this action until they finish some stuff, for instance, until they finish subscribing to the notifications, or they finish to authenticate with Google, etc. So we should not reload the page ourselves. We should not auto update. It's recommended also to display a message which says the application is working in offline, is ready for offline mode. I'm not sure if we need it actually, but we can actually do, just to like showcase that we can do it, right? So we have here this offline ready handler as signal actually. So set offline ready. We don't even need to set offline ready, but yeah, let's just check for the condition if it's offline ready. Okay, we will do another conditions here. If it's offline ready, we display a toast message one time. Yeah, the application is ready to work offline. That's it. And after that, we need to set offline ready, I think, to false, similar to what we did for here in the handlers. So let me check if it works. Yeah, can install it here. Yeah, it's installed. What if they remove these service workers and run the application the first time? Yeah, the application is ready to work offline. That's good. That's perfect. User is notified. And what if they reload the page again? It's not displayed anymore, which is good. Which is good, because it's already, the service worker is already installed. Let me check one more time, just to make sure. Yeah, they don't display the new message. The application is ready to work offline anymore. Which is perfect. And if we remove service workers again, reload the page. The application is ready to work offline. Perfect. Yeah, I can just remove this stuff. Yeah, it was extra stuff. So we implemented offline message, ready to work offline message. Yeah, so just, yeah, nice to have stuff, which I didn't plan, but it's easy to do. That's why I did it. So thank you very much for your attention. See you next time.